The girl is over 18 years old. The body also develops and matures, but he still comes to his stepfather's room every day. Let my stepfather coax him to sleep like he did when he was a child. Looking at the beautiful face of the girl, my stepfather's face turned red. Can only quickly hide out, although my stepfather has tried his best to suppress himself, but the girl still doesn't shy away from it. As he swayed in front of him, his heart became increasingly chaotic. They are a reorganized family. Men and wives have long existed in name only. My wife is an outdated model, dressed up every day with showy decorations. I don't know what to do outside. This day, two people arguing, who knew that his wife had just left, and had a car accident, died on the spot. Father and daughter hugged their heads and cried bitterly. The man originally planned to let the girl live with his biological father, but after all these years, girls have long been more dependent on their stepfathers than their biological fathers. Say, not willing to leave anything. No way. Men can only let him stay. But the girl became very clingy, always running to a man's room in the middle of the night, saying he's afraid, dare not sleep alone. As he spoke, he fell into the man's arms. Start expressing your love for men. The man was shocked. He thinks girls are just young, unable to distinguish between family affection and love. But the girl firmly said, he understands what love is. I hope my stepfather doesn't treat him like a child. Give him a chance to pursue love. After one's words, leaving without waiting for the man to answer. Who knows, the next day, the man returns home, turn on the light once, found the girl lying in his bed. The man turned around in anger and left. I thought I had a clear attitude. Girls will give up. Who knows, the third night, the girl is here again, lying directly next to the man. Just make a man think he doesn't exist. He just doesn't dare to sleep alone. Men know how to continue like this. Sooner or later, there will be problems. In order to completely cut off the girl's thoughts, he decided to send the girl away, let her live with her biological father. But after the girl left, men feel uncomfortable all over, stupid all day, unable to lift one's spirits. Until Christmas, received a call from a girl. He couldn't wait to get in the car and find the girl. The girl came to the hotel room, where her stepfather was staying. Start undressing as soon as you enter the door. Scared, my stepfather drove away all night. But the next day the girl caught up with her family again. The man couldn't clean up a room for the girl, but the girl doesn't want to live on her own. I insist on sleeping with my stepfather. Her stepfather earnestly advised her, you are still young, too dependent on me, so much so that they mistook family love for love. You need to have more contact with boys of the same age. Slowly I will understand true love. Result. The man came home from work that night. I heard a lot of noise in the room. Open the door and take a look. The room was filled with boys. Girls are really obedient. Call all the boys in the school to play together. This is not over yet. When I go home the next night, he saw a boy come out of the girl's room again. Seeing a girl so insecure, the man is very angry. He told the girl, this is not right. You shouldn't have angered her in this way. But the girl didn't even pay attention, even starting to stay up late at night, soak in the bar every day. Men can't rest assured. I stay up late every day waiting for him to come home, only after seeing the girl come back safely, to breathe a sigh of relief. But watching the girl become even more beautiful, the man suddenly understood. He decided to follow his true inner thoughts. Who knows, the next morning, the girl's biological father found the door. The moment you see the other person, the stepfather was extremely panicked and anxious. But the girl's father didn't think much about it. But when he saw the girl's panicked gaze, I suddenly felt something was wrong. I asked a few probing questions. Finally, they were fooled by the joint efforts of the two people. After my father left, I thought they would live happily ever after. Can change, come on. That night, the girl suddenly wakes up the man. Say, the neighbor's little girl is sick. The two of them rushed to their neighbor's house to take a look. The little girl is indeed suffering from a high fever. She's a single-parent family. My mother hasn't returned from work yet. Men and girls help to call a doctor. When the doctor treats the little girl, the man looked at the furnishings of his neighbor's house, saw the piano placed in the center of the living room. A man used to be a well-known pianist. Later on, I had to give up for the sake of life. Now looking at the piano in front of me, she suddenly developed a strong desire for a complete home, having a wife and children, leisure time. She can play the piano for her family to listen to. Wait until the little girl's mother returns home. Watching the scene of mother and daughter getting along warmly, this desire has reached its peak. The sensitive girl quickly felt something was wrong with the man. The two of them had their first argument. But at this point, the man no longer has the heart to coax the girl. He came alone to his neighbor's house. The woman warmly invited him into the room. Two people drinking tea, chatting about the sky. It's just that I drank a bit too much tea. I haven't finished drinking until it gets dark. The girl waited for the man at home for a long time. He stood up and looked at the man. There seems to be a lot to say. In the end, nothing was said. A few days later, men and girls are invited by neighbors. Let's go listen to our neighbor's piano performance together. The girl saw the answer she wanted from the man's focused gaze. After the performance, the girl didn't cry. No trouble either. My heart is gone. What's the use of making trouble? Hence, he solemnly said goodbye to the man. Didn't listen to the man's sophistry. Take your luggage and come to your biological father's side. returned to normal life, and the man also successfully formed a new family with his neighbors, a family of 3 living happily together. Based on previous facts, it is not enough to be humane.